On today's show, home improvements. How to see the light of day through your windows. Decluttering your gutter. And keeping your house cool. The latest in HVAC options. Septic tank user? One drop at a time is all you need to get going.
Today's Metroplex 5-day forecast, more sun, no clouds, and a high UV index. It's going to be a real scorcher out there. A good day to stay indoors.
Honey, we really need to find a way to make our new home more comfortable.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, all this glare, it's way too bright and hot in here. And the idea of closing out this beautiful view, I don't know, with blinds or curtains, just pains me. Let me show you something I found online.
Okay.
So this is the site. It's lumar.com. These are window films. They help reduce glare, help cut down on the heat, and can help our new floors from fading. And I just think it adheres right to the glass.
This isn't a DIY project, is it?
No, they install it for you. I say let's see if a Lumar Select Pro dealer can come out to the house, help us get more information, and just see if it's a real viable solution.
Cheryl and Nick share a similar problem homeowners throughout the country have: excessive sunlight coming through their home's windows. They want to enjoy these rooms for TV, relaxing, entertaining, fun with the kids, you name it. But they don't want to lose those great views or suffer with excessive heat inside the home.
Hi.
Cheryl?
Yes.
I'm Mark. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Come on in.
Hey, Mark. I'm Nick.
Hi, Nick. I'm Mark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for choosing Lumar. So I understand you have some heat and glare issues.
Oh, we do. We have this gorgeous view, but we're getting blasted with so much sun.
That's an amazing view.
I know.
Can you show me?
Yes, absolutely. Come on down.
Well, what we have is lots of sun glare, and it really affects the quality of enjoyment here at the house.
Okay.
Movies with the family and things like that. But we don't want to cover this view with blinds or with curtains. And also, certain times of the day, it gets really hot in here.
It really does.
So what do you recommend?
We can apply a window film that will help reduce the glare, it'll help reduce the heat, and achieve what you're looking for. In addition, it will also help reduce the fading on your furniture and flooring.
Love that.
One of the largest misconceptions is it's going to make it dark.
How dark?
People are worried it may look like a cloudy day, and it won't. What it does is it reduces the amount of glare coming through, so it's going to make what you see clearer. When you're looking out at this amazing view, it's going to be optically sharper. Would you mind showing me the rest of the house?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I'll put up a couple of samples, so then you can actually see it, and you can make an educated decision on what's best for your home.
Sounds great.
Okay, let's see.
As Mark checks out the house window areas most affected, Cheryl and Nick remain optimistic they may have finally found a solution.
This brochure is going to go over several of the key items that we spoke about, how it's going to help reduce your glare, help reduce the heat, and some of the warranty information. These are the two samples of the window films that I actually narrowed down after listening to all your needs and tailoring it to exactly what you and your family need. Guys, I'm so excited to show you this. I took the liberty of doing two samples for you. On this side, we did Lumar's Dual Reflective 35. On this side, we did Lumar's Spectrally Select 70.
So what's the real difference between these two then?
You had three hurdles you were trying to achieve. You were trying to achieve heat control, you were trying to achieve glare control, and you were trying to achieve fade control. Both films are going to help you with your heat control. The Dual Reflective 35 is going to give you better glare control. After listening to everything you wanted, I feel this would be the better choice for your home. If you look through it at your amazing view, this is going to have more of an earth tone. If you look through the Spectrally Select, it's going to be more of a natural tone.
Yeah, I feel like I can really see and feel the difference.
I feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The sunny weather continues as the sun beats down, and then it's time for Cheryl and Nick to make a choice.
You know, I'm going to go with your recommendation. The Lumar Dual Reflective Film, I think that's the way to go for us.
Absolutely. I can't wait to start enjoying my room again.
That is a great choice for your house. Would you like to schedule an appointment?
Yes.
Let's go.
After discussing how Lumar window film will help them better enjoy their home and their view for years to come, and how the installation process would work, Mark agrees to return with his installation crew. Meanwhile, Nick and Cheryl are happy with their decision and the smart choice they made.
This just makes the inside more livable.
It's like when I put on my sunglasses, everything gets clearer.
To find out more about Lumar window film and to find a Lumar Select Pro dealer that will help you meet your unique needs, visit lumar.com/designingspaces. And to view this segment again, visit us online at designingspaces.tv. New England is rich in American history. The Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock back in 1620, and today, Designing Spaces is on location just outside Boston. Tracy and Mark love the area and their historic home. It was built in 1840. While it's undergone improvements since then, living in a 177-year-old home has its challenges. One of the biggest, the weather, between the seasonal changes, rain, snow, cold, humidity, and heat. Keeping their house and attached barn comfortable inside is a top priority for this 21st century couple.
I do like the old home. I like the fact it was built in 1840. It's a historic home and a historic community. It's a nautical community. We're on the water. It's beautiful when you're here in this yard. You're miles away from everything. It's quiet. The only passing traffic is really our only noise. We have the new unit.
It's very quiet. We can be entertaining on the deck, and the air conditioner is on, and people can't even hear it. They're surprised that we actually have air conditioning inside. The dogs don't even seem to mind.
The dogs love it. They love it. I'm glad we put that door in from the bottom of the basement into the barn.
Oh, no kidding.
That was well worth it. I love living here.
I love living here, especially now that
Beautiful
it's
house.
cool in our main rooms.
Yeah.
What an awesome investment. You look at that, the barn.
Well, you know
the
what's
barn's
nice
going to have air conditioning.
I love the yard. I love
Oh my
being able to
gosh.
move around.
I love now at the barn in the winter,
Yeah.
you get to keep warm.
Yeah, I get to keep working.
And cool.
I get to keep working.
Cool. I know
Yeah.
you get to keep
Aren't I
working.
lucky?
I know you are.
This morning I had the heat on in here.
You had the heat on?
I had the heat
It's
on.
New
'cause,
England. It would be
well,
cold this
It was
morning.
chilly.
I
It was
know.
chilly this morning, so
Well,
I had
it feels
that on.
awesome in here.
We'll have the AC on later this afternoon.
In fact, it's getting kind of warm now.
Well, the AC's on. Is the AC on now?
No, but it will be. I can't ever tell. It's so quiet in here whenever it is on. It's
don't
so
know.
nice too, room to room.
Exactly. You adjust it however you want.
I
If there's a
agree.
lot of people
Yep.
in there, you cool it down. Generally, there's going to be more people in here. So you'll have a cooler in here. It can handle it.
Yeah, but the one thing that's nice when people move from room to room,
Right.
the temperature's the same.
Yeah.
Living in a four-season climate not only presents indoor temperature challenges, but having traditional HVAC and furnaces can be expensive.
We picked an old house. We like the historic feel of the community, but we like an old house. But man, are there challenges with getting proper climate control on the inside.
We went to get an air conditioning unit, a central air conditioning unit. It costs over twice the amount to install a traditional central air unit as it does to put in one of these ductless systems.
What's nice about these, you can control them room to room. And if you're not using a room, you don't have to have the air conditioning on. Whereas central air, it's on for that whole floor or that whole house, and you're wasting electricity.
Well, the problems that you get with central air units is balancing, because what they do is they suck air from the room and then back to it. So if there's any balancing problems, you'll get cold spots or hot spots in the heat. Whereas this, because it's room specific, you know you're getting what you want delivered where you want it.
It's remote control, and you're turning it on as you come in and out of a room. So if I'm leaving my bedroom for the rest of the day, I'm gonna shut the system off.
One thing that's nice though, when you turn that on and off, is the response when you turn it on. When you turn it back on, it comes right on. It's not,
Amazing.
you don't have a time lag where you wait for the heat to come up, the air conditioner to start move air. It starts to blow cold air immediately. And it starts to blow warm air immediately. So it's kind of nice.
It's instant comfort.
One of the advantages of having an attached barn is that Mark could tinker to his heart's content. One of the disadvantages, at least before installing the ductless heating and air conditioning system, Old Man Winter putting a damper on getting things done.
When we bought the house, we bought it because of the barn. And I use this as my workshop, and that's what we're in now. Except I could not work for portions of the year because it was either too cold or too hot. With this unit, what I can do is I can adjust it to whatever temperature I want during whatever season. 5 minutes later, it's at the temperature I want.
Customer satisfaction is paramount, and the home heating and air conditioning industry pros know exactly why ductless heating and air conditioning systems are taking the country and world by storm.
If you look at Mark and Tracy's house, it's very big and it's very long. If you put traditional ductwork in here, the labor cost would have been very high compared to ductless, where it's probably much less work to install the product. They saved a lot of money by going with the ductless system on labor alone installing this product.
I remember growing up with central air. We would wait for the outdoor compressor to go on, making a lot of noise. We'd sneak it out of the house at night. Now,
We never did.
With these, we're gonna be able to hear the kids coming in and out.
That's good. I never snuck out.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
I never did. Did you really sneak in?
I did.
For more information on Panasonic's ductless heating and air conditioning systems, visit PanasonicComfort.com. And to view this segment online, visit designingspaces.tv.
Rain, go away. But what if it doesn't? You need to be prepared, and that's why we've got rain gutters. Without these simple devices, rainwater, especially during huge downpours, can damage your home's foundation, your outdoor plants, and even outdoor equipment, such as AC units or pool equipment. You need to have rain gutters, and if you've got plants or trees, well, now we're talking about leaves, sticks, and other debris that can clog those rain gutters. Rain gutters need to get cleaned, sometimes 2 to 3 times a year. So how do you clean yours safely and easily? If you're like most homeowners, you want to stay off of tall ladders, and you especially want to stay off of high roofs. It can be dangerous up there. Thousands of people get hurt each year slipping off of ladders in high places. Injuries, or even worse, can happen, and who needs that? So with us today is Jennifer Bazzi of Gutter Clutter Buster, and she's going to talk to us about how to avoid those high dangerous places when those gutters need cleaning. Hi, Jennifer. All right, I have to admit, these gutters are pretty bad, so we've got a lot of cleaning to do today.
Yes, we sure do, and a clogged gutter is an inefficient gutter, and that's not good.
So what are the advantages of cleaning gutters this way?
Well, the biggest advantage, besides it being so easy to use, is the safety factor. Homeowners no longer have to get on their ladders, or worse yet, get up on the roof to clean their gutters. You no longer have to leave the ground.
Oh, good.
Yes, over 500,000 people are injured each year from ladder falls. Over 300 are fatal.
Wow.
So there's big advantages to using this type of product, especially for do-it-yourselfers who like to save money.
Yeah, I would imagine it probably costs at least $100 or more to hire somebody to clean your gutters.
Yes, hiring somebody can get very pricey, and it can lead to costlier accidents. Gutter Clutter Buster is very easy to use. Simply attach the tool to a minimum of 5 horsepower wet dry vac, but it must have a 2.5-inch diameter hose. And you are on your way to quickly and easily cleaning your gutters. And if you do have a 2nd or 3rd story home, we have extensions that will reach that too.
Well, that's great. I love that this seems super simple. It's time saving, it's money saving, but it also is injury avoiding. So
Yes.
That's very good. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Hope to see you again soon. You can give us some more gutter cleaning tips.
I'll be here.
Until then, stay dry, but also if you want to find out more about Gutter Clutter Buster, you can visit their website at gutterclutterbuster.com or also our website, designingspaces.tv.
Does your backyard ever end up looking like this? I'm Tatiana and I'm a professional organizer, and now with summer rolling in and the weather heating up, chances are you're gonna wanna spend a lot more time outside lounging by the pool and entertaining friends. So to get ready for all that fun, I'm here to share a few helpful tips to help you transform all this mess into a backyard oasis. All done. Doesn't this look great? Nothing makes me happier than summer and being outside enjoying the pool. And when I brought in these Trinity products, that's exactly what I can do. First, I've got the stainless steel cooler, which I call the party on wheels, because it's got enough space to keep drinks cold for the whole day. It's got my extra shelving underneath for the backups. It's got my cap catcher and my bottle opener, so I've got everything I need in one place. Also, I've got my deck box, where I decided to put all of the extra stuff that was strewn all over the place, floating in the pool, randomly thrown on the floor. So I decided to put all my sunblocks on one side, and then I put my pool toys and all my noodles on the other side. Everything fit in, the top closed perfectly, and now all the mess is out of the way. Woo! Now I'm ready for a little rest and relaxation. For more creative storage ideas, visit trinityiI.com.
Beneath this beautiful lawn next to this cozy home, something serious may be brewing. For underneath the greenery lives a septic system. Sometimes things can go wrong.
Within a year of us moving in here, I was here at the sink, turned on the faucet, just normal, and I hear a sound coming from the tub. So I shut the sink off and it stops, turn the sink water back on, and again I hear something coming from the tub. So I come over and I look, and there's actually water coming up from the tub, and it wasn't clear water, it was brown water, and oh, the smell, it was just so awful. So I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what that was, so what else to do but call my husband.
So when we were buying the house, it was listed as a city sewer, but when we were walking around outside and I noticed a clean out there and a clean out there, I knew that it was actually a septic system. And that's a good thing, because when we had our backup, I knew exactly what to do.
A septic system is like a mini underground sewage treatment facility on your property. All plumbing leads to a watertight tank where beneficial bacteria break down the waste products. The waste is then dispersed into a drain field by pipes. To prevent possible future problems, Debbie and Mossy were introduced to Dan Cohen from EcoNow Solutions.
I'm sure a septic backup is something you never want to happen again.
You got that right.
Yeah.
It's way too costly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's certain things you can do to help your system operate more efficiently.
Okay, like what?
First of all, you probably don't realize that even using or overusing certain household cleaners, bacterial soaps, or drain line openers can negatively affect your septic system. You should never pour, unless he's the cook, cooking oil or grease down your drains.
Right.
Okay? You want to avoid flushing things like cigarette butts, I don't know if there's a smoker, wipes, paper towels or pharmaceuticals, paint thinners, insecticides, or solvents anywhere near down your drains to get in your septic system.
Right.
Even if your septic tank is maintained properly, it still needs to be pumped periodically.
So any suggestions you have for us to keep our septic properly maintained?
You can add EcoNow's septic oxy-tabs to your septic system. What septic oxy-tabs do is they add oxygen and billions of bacteria that what they do is they help break down household waste, solids, grease, and even digest toilet paper.
Yeah.
Now, because you can't see what happens in the septic tank,
right,
I'd like to show you a little demonstration so you can see what the tablet does.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
I'm going to show you exactly what happens in your septic tank.
Okay.
What this does is it restores the natural bacteria that's in your tank. It also adds bacteria to your tank so that it'll run properly and operate efficiently. As you can see, the tablet is fully dissolved in this glass. In your tank, it disperses all the bacteria and the oxygen to attack your household waste.
Look at that. I love that. That's such a great idea. Okay, but the question is, how do I get that into my septic system?
It's very easy. You just drop a tablet in your toilet and flush.
Oh.
From there, the main pipe leads it directly into the septic tank. Use it once a month, and you'll have your tank properly maintained.
That is easy. I could do that.
The septic oxy-tabs, they're biodegradable, safe to use, so you'll have no problem using them.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
By using the septic oxy-tabs on a regular basis, Debbie and Mossy should have no more problems with their septic tank.
To find out more, visit septicoxytabs.com or econowconsumer.com. To see this portion of Designing Spaces again, visit designingspaces.tv.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces. Making a space you can call home, living the lifestyle you desire, it's what we're all about. We're Designing Spaces.